It's the NFL on EA Sports. And we've got the Condors, superstar cornerback, who's stating his place among the league's best with 6 picks this season. It's the Condors and the Eagles. All that and more coming up next.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And trotting out there, their tall quarterback standing at 6'5".
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He's able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. And a nice gain at 21 yards. Well, on third down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you used the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
Back to throw again. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Again, he'll drop to throw. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. So the moment is finally at hand. What a season, CD. His 29th rushing touchdown of the year. No one in the history of the NFL has had more in a single season. And congratulations to him. What an achievement.
We certainly had the feeling early in the year, maybe week 2 or 3, where we talked to each other and thought this could really turn into something. But I don't know if either of us thought we'd get to this point. Maybe the best season ever by a running back in NFL history.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will wind up way short of the landing zone. That's going to move the ball all the way up to the 40-yard line. And that flag accepted.
Automatic first down.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3.
At the 47-yard line.
The slot man in motion right.
Here's Hurts to throw.
He dumps it off to Barkley. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
When you look at this defense,
they come into this one ranked number 5 in the NFL against the run.
Numbers don't tell you everything, but they do paint a pretty good picture. We're talking about 2 top 5 units going at each other. One in running the ball, one in stopping the run. I think this is going to be a whole lot of fun myself.
It'll go as a gain of 4. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Over the middle to Smith.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dallas Goedert, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Eagles respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. A 10-play drive that time.
And the drive was all finished off on the touchdown catch by Dallas Goedert.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Condors offense, led by their running back, headed out for the 2nd possession. And he's made his presence felt in the passing game throughout the season. You look at the NFL's leader in receiving yards by a running back. His name right there at the top.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And now they'll shift things around.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he comes back with one complete.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Looking to throw. Farrell. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
And this is caught at the 8. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. These two teams all tied after one. On to the second quarter. Memphis in possession of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. Second down coming up. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Farrell, a quick throw, but incomplete.
Just looking out from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got a key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. Looking to throw. Farrell. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Condors' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Eagles offense and their quarterback coming out for their 2nd drive. And his ability to use his legs has given the defense fits when trying to game plan. He's currently 2nd in the NFL in rushing yards by a QB. Throwing is Hurts. This is Smith with a grab. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. Smith, the man in motion left. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And not much running room. Down to the 32. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal.
From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. The kick by Elliott is good. And they cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Condors offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big hole after big hole to run through in this first half. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and, you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
They go play action here on first down.
Right to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
Open man down the field. It's a tight end center.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 36. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut it down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
Here's 2nd and 8. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 18. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw. Farrell. And that will be incomplete. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And this one is right through. And that moves them up by a touchdown now at 17-10. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he's watching that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in. And had just enough to get it done.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Eagles set and ready for their next offensive drive. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Hurts. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Smith. 2nd and 7.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long.
They'll drop to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Smith catches left side. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
From the 41, this is second and a yard.
Back to throw here.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground.
The Eagles will take their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Throwing to start the drive. Farrell.
He'll get this complete to Sennett, the tight end.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Let's go now.
Looking to throw. Farrell. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
And he's had a lot of success throwing the ball here early. You see by the numbers, he's already... I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all review.
After review of the play,
back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. Farrell. This is caught inside the 15. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Touchdown!
Ben Sennett.
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Condors will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Point after try forthcoming. And the lead is up to 14. A drive there of just 4 plays.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going deep for Brown. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action
in this third quarter. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Eagles offense and running back Saquon Barkley ready to get going again. As we take a look at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns, he is right up there amongst the best in the NFL. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And Charles, some things to like about that first half. Ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought one of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come back, continue to throw the ball effectively.
No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll go to Barkley again. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. That one goes for 8 yards.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Hurts fumbles it.
It's going the other way. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Farrell.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
And that could have been the lifeline they needed. This is a play that could have been made. Instead, it's just going to fall incomplete.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Condors take a 3-touchdown lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Eagles offense back out, getting set for this next drive. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got to fight.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Right back to him on first down. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's third and goal. Back to throw. Farrell, and he will take it in for the touchdown. Ben Sinnott with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the two teams by far, and that's great complimentary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The home team's offense and Jalen Hurts ready to take over once more. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now.
Hurts sets up to throw it. That is caught. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to them. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them. That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dallas Goedert, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles are able to cut into that deficit. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays. And the drive was all finished off on the touchdown catch by Dallas Goedert. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would have, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And his fine afternoon on the ground continues. That last run going to put him over 100 yards for the ball game. Back to throw now on first down. That's caught by Sennett. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Touchdown! From 10 yards out. And the Condors add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quick slant here to Smith. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up second down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. This is Smith with a grab. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Throwing is Hurts. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to look downfield for Barkley.
It's caught at the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 56 yards. And the Eagles get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. 5 plays there on that drive.
And it's capped off by a receiving touchdown from Saquon Barkley.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And it looks like this one won't work out. Hams team able to secure the football. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
129 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Oh, felt like that move deserved more than he got there. A gain of 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The numbers throwing the ball have been great. He's up over 300 yards now for the game. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset.
This is 2nd and 8.
And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. And now they're in the hurry-up.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
Looking to throw. Farrell. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full play.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run.
And the Condors are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead.
Extra point safely through. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Eagles 24.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
To throw again on 2nd down.
Hurts. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground.
The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
A 6-yard loss. It's 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. Now another timeout called for by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. That one looks like he'll throw here. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh?